had some pretty good days in cricket, but have you had a better innings or match-winning game than that?
Probably not. Look, I think today was quite incredible. I think obviously it's just finished, so can't quite find the words yet. But yeah, I don't reckon any days of cricket have quite beaten that yet.
At what point out there did you think it was realistic for you guys to chase that down?
Yeah, I think Steph and I started really having a look at a chance at chasing it. I think we probably needed around 105 from 55 balls, I think, or 54 balls. And I think at that moment, with the momentum we had, we really spoke about just trying to go as hard as we can from both ends with the wickets that we had in hand. And kudos to her as well. She played an amazing knock at the other end and took so much pressure off of me and kept the boundaries flowing. So, yeah.
It's 230 odd runs for you in 24 hours here. What's been the secret to your form over this year, and how have you been able to be so consistent?
I think honestly the leadership of the team has definitely helped me to take responsibility of my game. That along with probably just learning and understanding my game a lot more from playing so much franchise and T20 cricket around the world. And yeah, the two of those put together over the last 12 months have really helped, not only with me scoring runs, but me scoring them consistently as well.
The Aussies obviously were trying to bowl on that offside, so you kept finding a way over that offside field. Were you surprised that they didn't maybe put a fielder back on the rope on that side?
I mean, I don't think they were trying to bowl outside off. I think, my personal opinion, I think that they missed it a couple times. But yeah, I mean, that's obviously a stronger area for myself, and yeah, one of those areas where if I get the ball out there, I'm definitely gonna go for it. So yeah, happy that I was able to get a few out there, I guess, and get them away as well.
Have you enjoyed leading this group? You spoke about how the leadership's helped your own game, but in terms of helping this team to a result like this feels like a pretty historic achievement.
Yeah, for sure. I think this does a lot for the team's confidence at the beginning of the series, and just overall, I kind of speak about as a leader trying to lead by example, and I think it's something that I kind of grew up watching Stefani do while I was playing within my younger days. I know that I've taken over the role. I've really tried to, I guess, emulate that and take responsibility and set a really good example for the young girls and even the ones that have been playing for a while but may not have as much experience. And yeah, just try to lead them as best as possible.
How were you watching the last 9 runs after you got out there so close to taking them home? Was that a nervy few minutes on the boundary for you?
Yeah, for sure. The girls don't exactly like me in the dugout because I get pretty nervy all the time anyways. But obviously, yeah, it was a very long day, and obviously after getting so close to a score like chasing 212, something that doesn't come every day, especially for our team, you really want to get over that line. But yeah, I had all faith in Minnie and Chin. They're overly experienced, been around the circuit for a long time and have really been coming up into their own of late, so had no doubt.
Hayley, there's a World Cup in just under 12 months, I believe now. Knowing that the team is capable of knocking off the Australians who have been the pinnacle over the past 5-6 years, it must fill you with a lot of confidence heading to that tournament at Bangladesh. Yeah,
for sure. Look, I think for us it's just about taking it not even one series at a time, but one game at a time. We spoke about not going so well last game, and we came back today with the exact same team again, and giving girls the opportunity to go out there and learn. And we saw the energy that we came up with in those first 8, 9, 10 overs, how we were up and about. And obviously playing against a class team like the Aussies on such a good wicket, they're going to get away from some point. But I was really proud to see the learning that took place today and the way the girls picked up after yesterday, bowlers and batters included. Obviously Stefani quite struggled yesterday, and the way that she was able to come up today with her experience and just take the bowlers on was admirable to see.
And just quickly on Phoebe Litchfield, I'm not sure if you've encountered her much before, but it was a pretty impressive knock from her as well, considering she's still very early in her career as well. Yeah, for sure. I've played with Phoebes in the fair break competition before, so it's no surprise to me at all, the innings that she came out and played. But like I said, Australia's got so much talent and so much young talent as well, and she's one of their best young bright stars coming out. And yeah, I think that knock from her was obviously incredible and one for the history books.
You mentioned that. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, how did you feel like you've got a big opportunity now to win the series up in Brisbane?
And I think today was definitely a start. Obviously, with the series now 1-all, we're just going to go into the next game looking to play our best cricket again. I think We improved really well from the first game and got to this result, and the only thing we can really look to do now is try to get even better at the areas that we didn't do so well in, obviously in a different field as well. So a lot of adjustments might need to be made, but at the same time, like I said at the beginning of the series, we're out for the challenge and not for the fight.
I know you guys conceded 200 plus in the end, but just how important as a moment was that catch, first ball, just to get everybody up and about today?
Yeah, it was huge. In the huddle before we went out, we spoke about having a lot of energy. I think yesterday when we came in the field, that's something we felt that we didn't have. And for Tremaine to get up after getting a busted face in the same position yesterday, to come and take an absolute screamer in the field today is exactly what we speak about when we talk about fights and talk about drive and learning from our mistakes. And yeah, just so proud of everyone.
You mentioned looking up to Stefani when you were younger and looking at her leadership and things like that. What is it like to share an innings like that with her out there? I think it was a 180 run or so partnership at the end there.
Yeah, it's always great batting with Steph, actually. When I got my 100, she mentioned to me that I love her at the crease with my milestones. I think in the 2016 World Cup against Oz, she was at the crease with me. When I got my first 100 for West Indies, she was at the crease with me. So we've shared a lot of special moments within my career together. And yeah, she's definitely someone I've looked up to from a young girl and still admire up to this day, the way she carries herself and the way she really goes out and plays her cricket.
All right, cheers.
Thanks very much.